Are these people...
Judging by their clothes, they appear to be phantom Hyperboreans from the distant past.
That could mean they have some clues about the moon goddess's name, right? Hey there! Could you tell us what the moon goddess's name is? Sorry. That's probably a weird question, huh? How do we explain?
The moons are long gone, and their goddesses are dead. Their names no longer mean anything. When a new moon goddess is born, we will surely know her name. We have used every last resource at our disposal. All that remains is to wait, patiently and quietly.
Were the people of the past all this devout? It looks like this phantom doesn't intend to converse with us any further.
Surely the new moon goddess he speaks of must be Columbina. Alas, Kuthar's birth came long after the age in which he lived.
But, maybe if we find a phantom from a more recent age, they might know
True. Keep an eye out. We should be able to tell which era they're from by the clothes they wear.
Yeah! You've been pretty talkative this whole time.
Oh, nothing. I'm fine. You all make good points. When the Hyperboreans speak of moon goddesses, they mean the three from truly ancient times. I can't imagine they would know anything about our current moon goddess. There once was a time when the moon goddesses blessed them greatly and protected them from harm. So, when the war between the gods and dragons plunged the world into chaos, it seems they looked once more to the moons for help, praying for a new goddess to be born.
Yeah, that checks out.
Let's continue on. Who knows what else we may...
The moons have left for now, but they would not abandon us forever.
There's a door blocking this path!
Not a problem. Try this. This device was maintaining the door's integrity. Remove the core, and the device stops working.
Is this our destination?
Impressive.
More precisely, this is a device that will help us reach our destination. Let's go. We still have a long distance to cover.
Let's try that device again. Remember the door from earlier?
So it works in reverse, too!
The humans we see are all phantoms, but the monsters are real. What a fascinating place.
It'll be quite have time to admire it later. Hey! Strike a pose! Ooh, there's a whole bunch of artwork in here. Seems pretty old. Nicole, this is probably your area of expertise. What do all these paintings mean?
Let me see. To understand these murals requires some knowledge of the history surrounding the War of Funerary Flame.
Yes, I think I follow. The dispute between the Moon Sisters, the transformation by Nibelung.
Oh no, it's no trouble. I'd be delighted to
Alright.
Tevat's 3 moons and their goddesses were brought into being by the will of Nibelung, the then ruler of Tevat. But when the heavenly principles came, they changed the world completely, down to its very foundations. The moon goddesses were nowhere near strong enough to challenge this entity. But the heavenly principles did not view them as heretical entities that had to be removed. Essentially, the 3 moons existed to keep this planet alive and operational, which did not directly conflict with the heavenly principles' aims. Nevertheless, the inherent precariousness of this arrangement would soon be revealed.
Nibelung returned. Yes.
He did, and thus began the War of Funerary Flame, a battle for dominance between Nibelung and the heavenly principles. Discord would soon emerge between the 3 moon sisters. One would voice the opinion that they should follow Nibelung, for it was he who first hung the moons in the sky. Another would argue that taking sides in the conflict would only bring the world closer to ruin. There was no telling where it would lead, especially since their creator had returned, bearing the perilous power of the abyss. Nibelung would eventually discover their disloyalty. He had all 3 imprisoned before transforming the moons into weapons with which to fight against the heavenly principles.
What? Weapons?
Yes, the very moons that had once defended the planet became instruments of death and destruction, striking terror into the hearts of all living things. And although the heavenly principles and the 3 moon sisters had once been at peace, it now seemed that the moons posed an unacceptable threat to Tevat. It is possible that the heavenly principles did not know of the goddess's imprisonment. If so, the weaponization of the moons would surely have been viewed as an intentional breach of the peace agreement. Regardless of who knew what, when, the heavenly principles shattered 2 moons and flung the other beyond the skies. Whether the goddesses managed to escape Nibelung's captivity after his fall, nobody knows. But this much is certain. From that day on, the moons no longer belonged to Tevat. The rejection slowly drained their power until eventually they passed away.
So that's the full story.
You say the moon ceased belonging to Tevat from then on. Why then would Columbina be born here?
That is perhaps due to the lingering connection between the Frost Moon, which was not shattered, and this world. You could see it as the 3 sisters' dying wish. They never desired war. All they ever wished for was to protect this land.
I see.
If the final fate of the 3 goddesses is as you say, then Columbina faces the same grave danger. Our investigation has yet to bear fruit. We must hurry.
Yeah, you're right. Let's keep going.
Why do the creators of this world no longer show mercy upon their—
Remember his words. We must change our fate with our own hand.
We're finally here! Guessing we'll need to activate this thing?
Indeed. I was a little worried about that at first, but as we got closer, I sensed that the Kuvaki within it flows unimpeded. It should be functioning normally. The only issue is how to activate it. It's looking a little worse for wear.
What about the cores from some of the other devices we've seen? Can we repair it using those?
In all likelihood, yes. I imagine that would have been the Hyperborean's backup plan. Let's look for some cores.
I see everything! Make yourselves at home! Our bond is strong! My name's terrified! Time to shine! Yoo-hoo!
Walk up, then jump down.
That should be enough cores. Let's head back.
The device is up and running. It's hard to believe that the ancients were capable of constructing such things.
Paimon sees our destination! It's right up ahead!
Yes, let's go. This is where the people of Hyperborea communicated with the moons. We need only place the moon marrow upon this platform on Moon Prayer Night, and we shall be able to open a portal to the moon and send our moon goddess back home. The assumption being, of course, that we can find her first. That's right. You want to know if it's safe there, don't you? And yet, she has no choice but to return. You know this.
That's not the only issue here. This is the end of the line, right? We've explored, and despite looking at historical artwork and talking to people from Hyperborean times, we're still no closer to learning Columbina's...
If it's not too much trouble, could you tell me exactly what Alice said to you about...
Oh, sure. What she said was...
Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, I'm sure she must have a name she identifies with. Neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
Is it not also possible that she has never had a true name? Not at any point in history?
That would be a hard pill to swallow. But at this point, we may have to accept that that is the truth.
No one knows how she came into being, and she certainly doesn't have parents in any sense that we're aware of. Perhaps she was never granted a name at all.
Does that mean there's no way to get Columbina back? She's just gonna...
Huh? Wait, why all this pessimism? Was it the way I phrased this question? You all seem to be taking this in completely the wrong... Well, just because she's never had a real name in the past doesn't mean she...
What?
Think about what Alice said again. She never once said that you'd have to find a new name, did she?
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Yes. Names are anchors that connect us to the world. If she doesn't have one already, then all we have to do is create one, no? It's like... yes. Traveler, when you first arrived in Teyvat, do you think you would have turned around if someone behind you shouted, "Hey, Tumaini"? But what about now?
I understand what you mean.
Life is a long journey. Even the friends and family by our side can change over time. When people call you by different names, what matters isn't so much the words themselves, but what they symbolize. And of course, whether that resonates with you.
Lumine.
So, close your eyes and picture the moon goddess in your mind. If you were to call out to her in this moment, what would you say?
Columbina.
Columbina.
Paimon would call her Columbina too.
Well, she has long forsaken everything that Kutar represents. I think from now on I should call...
Well, it sounds to me like you've...
Are you sure? Is it really that simple?
For a journey like this, the process is every bit as important as the outcome. Had you not searched far and wide, rejecting every other answer you were offered, how could you have come to an answer you felt was finally... Oh, it all makes sense now. This has Alice's finger...
Are you suggesting that Mage knew from the start that Columbina never had...
I can't say for sure. But I can definitely imagine her chuckling in satisfaction somewhere right now, saying, "Ah, what fun."
Llama! Your antlers!
You should hurry. The festive moon has begun to... Do not worry, for when you called the name Columbina just now, I could sense that the power within was enough to summon back the moon goddess.
The power within what? The name?
Yes. So, the thing is...
What's wrong now?
This is so annoying. I really, really, really want to explain how that whole thing works, starting from the founding principles of Tevat and... Oh, but... Deep breaths, Nicole. Deep breaths. You're an angel. A sober, sensible, solemn angel who has her priorities
Okay then. Sorry for asking. Clearly a bad call on...
Anyway, you all need to hurry. Last thing, remember how it felt when you called out that name.
Then it is agreed.
By the name Columbina, we shall find her.
Then we'll throw her the best Moon Para Night party ever!
And at last, we will send her home.
I can barely move anymore. My consciousness is fading away. Have they come back out? I'd love to see them. They didn't make it.
Could you tell me your name?
My name is...
Columbina! Columbina! Are you here? Columbina! That's the name you gave when we first met. And it's what I've called you ever since.
Columbina.
It's a fine name. I have many fond memories of Columbina, and so do all of your friends. If you like this name...
Looking for me? I like it. You can carry on using it. My name is Columbina Hyposelenia.
Columbina Hyposelenia. That's a wonderful name.
I never thought that Columbina would become my real name, but after I met you and my other friends, the things that this name stood for slowly began to change. It went from being a Fatui code name to something my friends call me. What is it?
I'm just so...
Thank you.
We can go and meet them very soon. Everyone went to different places to...
Great. I'd like to thank them as well. Everyone's done so much for me. Searching for my name, entering those ancient ruins.
Huh? Wait, so you were...
Yes, I was there. Not physically, but my consciousness was still holding on. I followed you the whole...
Starting from when?
You turned around and called out my name while you were in Nasha Town. Let's go. We don't want to keep them waiting.
Sure. In that case...
But... Before that...
Sure. Come with me, Columbina Hyposelenia.
Columbina! Oh, this truly is wonderful.
Llama, I can't breathe.
Ha ha! Just in time for Moon Prayer Night. It's good to have you back, Miss Columbina.
Yeah, we were worried.
Thank you, my friends. With your help, I now have a name that belongs to me.
Columbina Hyposelenia. Where's the second half from? You added it yourself?
That's right. It means...
Born beneath the moon.
Yes. And by extension, it can also mean born beneath this world.
A fine name.
Now, as much as it pains me to interrupt this beautiful reunion, I feel obliged to remind you that the Moon Prayer, don't you want to enjoy the festivities? There's so much to see and do. And some of the ambient lighting and entertainments were...
Nicole? Why have you turned into Dodo?
So you're Miss Nicole. Thank you for helping us, and for helping me find my name. It's nice to finally hear your voice.
You're quite welcome. Guiding lost people to hidden treasure is what we Seelie do. And if you ask me, spiritual treasures are far more precious than material ones. Chests are all well and good, but this was what it's all about. Anyway, I had to go help Alice. It seems like she ran into some trouble. That's why I couldn't be here. But don't worry, we're with you in spirit. We'll be Keep an eye out for the Hexenzirkel's festive stalls in Nasha Town. I think you'll like what we came up with. Alice said she even managed to rope B in this time.
The Frost Moon Scions have also prepared various attractions. I believe Aino, Ineffa, and their crew are setting things up as we speak. On that note, Nefer, about that request I made.
It's all in hand. Yehoda is on site to ensure that everything goes off without a hitch.
Wonderful. In that case,
Huh?
Come on, Columbina. It's time to celebrate.
Hey, young lady. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy? Happy Moon Prayer Night. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot to say. Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Turning Nasha Town into her home is a festive gift. A rather brilliant idea.
perhaps this is what Nodcry, Columbina's home, should have been like all along.
Thank you for the gift. I like it a lot. This feels like the surprise of my life. I do. I never imagined I'd ever get to enjoy Moon Prayer Night with everyone so freely.
If you're happy, we're happy.
Quite a strategy you came up with. Hide the tree in the forest. It's not your usual style, Lauma. Is there something about Moon Prayer Night that enhances what's in your head as well as the antlers on top?
Apparently so. It even inspired a perennial penny pincher to use their resources for a greater cause. It truly is a magical festival.
see it now. This bickering is actually a sign of a strong relationship.
Huh? What's everyone doing here? Oh, Miss Columbina, you're back.
Yes, I'm fine now.
How's your progress with Alice's...
Very well indeed. I've never heard her sound so excited. Not like this. This time her excitement seems more serious. Seems like she's had a major breakthrough. She said she'll contact us once she knows more. In the meantime, we're free to relax and have some fun.
Enjoy the time off while it lasts. I have a feeling that our next task won't be so simple.
I should go. I still have a few things to attend to.
And I think I'll take a look around. With any luck, this once-in-a-year festival will come with once-in-a-year opportunities.
Hold up a second. Where's Var...
I believe he made a beeline for the flagship the moment he entered Nasha Town.
That's Mondstadters for you. They know what they want when festivals...
Goodbye for now, Columbina. I hope you have a wonderful night.
I will.
Well, in that case, don't you stand there. Get out there and have some... Oh, also, take this next... The Frostmoon Scion stall is over here. Lauma's invited a whole bunch of cute animals to celebrate too. Over there is the Hexen Circle section. Alice seemed more excited than anyone about this festival, so she insisted on making it a grand affair. Oh, and then there's the Nasha Town local specialties, including... Actually, forget that. Better if you go check them out.
Thank you. It looks like a lot of fun. You're not coming with me?
We'll be around. But don't you want to browse by yourself for Yep. If you find something you like and want to try it out together, just give us a shout. We'll be right with you. Otherwise, just relax and enjoy yourself. There's so much on offer, so try to experience as much as you can. And...
All right then. Off I go. Where should I go first? This must be the mage's stall. It feels like I've entered a fairy tale. Ah, how lovely. A soft and furry creature that bounces and jumps.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
This one...
Allow me to introduce myself. I am a Dodoco from a distant archipelago. The most mischievous of all my Dodo brothers and Dodo sisters. When the going got tough, I powered through, and when I met obstacles, I boomed them away.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Doesn't it just? Oh, but then the troubles. Recently, I found a lovely beach. The same beautiful jelly color as my hometown, and so I dove, only to find it overgrown with seagrass and nasty little spiky fish everywhere, looking to turn me into a Dodoco kebab. I made it back to shore by the skin of my teeth, but my tail was sorely hurt.
Couldn't you just boom them away?
Oh, I wanted to, believe me. But I've heard that you, Moon Goddess, can understand animal speech. The last thing I wanted was to cause a gigantic fuss and get taken to court by a school of spiky fish. I'd be driven out of these waters for good, and my winter holiday would be ruined. And so, dear Moon Goddess, I was wondering if you might lend me your allegiance.
Are you roping me into a crime?
Oh, let's call it a once-in-a-lifetime carefree adventure. Does that sound better? All the festival goers tonight are dressed up as the Moon Goddess, but there's nothing to say that the Moon Goddess can't disguise herself as a Dodoco, is there? Besides, this is your home. You should be free to be whoever you wish.
I'm afraid I'm not well acquainted with Dodokos, Madam Mage.
Oh, that's quite all right. We Dodokos are innocent, happy creatures with a free-spirited nature. Many, like myself, are mischievous troublemakers. Others are lazy souls who like nothing better than to lie down on a nice rock. And in our eyes, every creature who yearns for happiness and freedom is a Dodoko. But perhaps in yours, we Dodoko are a fluffier and more mischievous breed of Kuhenki.
Yes, that is a much easier image to follow.
Oh, wonderful! Then let's play! Grab onto my tail and follow me into the sea! Time to settle some scores with the bad guy! It's not too easy, is it? Still, I'm sure you're familiar. So, what do you make of it?
The use of Jumpy Dumpties doesn't come as naturally to me as Kuvaki. But their unpredictability makes it... I think they call this...
Indeed! And how did it feel, blowing those pesky nuisances away?
Not bad.
Any guilt?
What do you...
Oh, wonderful! Lovely answers to all 3 questions. You've passed the safety test. Now I can give this special bomb to you as a... Remember, if you find any meanies living on the moon, you can use this to boom them...
I will.
I wouldn't say it's unfair, I mean, your voice goes right into people's heads. How would you explain that to the kids? You can't just explain it away as magic.
Is something the matter?
Ah, Miss Columbina! No, nothing you need to worry yourself about.
Ah, impeccable timing. Stick around for a second, Miss Columbina. I need your input on something. This self-proclaimed Knight of Justice has yet to give me a satisfactory answer. I, for one, would like to hear your verdict on the matter.
Hey, now, I left the flagship just to help you out, Miss Nicole.
What's going on?
So Alice and I are both using long-range remote control spells that work on similar principles, allowing us to attend this festive fair in Dodoko form. Sorry, let me backtrack a little. While similar, there are some... Alice, being a great mage, wanted her Dodoko to reflect something of her own charm and mystique. So she adjusted the way its tail moves when it spins around. An entirely gratuitous move, in my opinion. I hardly see how anyone is going to know. If anything, I'd say that anyone who stares intently enough at a Dodoko's tail to notice such a small detail is someone we ought to be highly concerned about. I only say this to emphasize that my question has nothing to do with tails. Now that we're clear on that, why is Alice's Dodoko permitted to interact directly with the children celebrating Moon Prayer Night, while mine is not?
Your voice speaks directly into people's minds.
See? Exactly what... Miss Nicole?
Ugh, I can't stand it. I know that probably makes me sound like a whiny child acting out in front of their parents. And it's a little embarrassing now that I think about it. But hey, I said it now, I can't take it back. That would be even more embarrassing. Also, don't go reading too much into that analogy. It was off the top of my head. I'm actually an awful lot older than either of you.
Miss Nicole, are you saying that you'd like someone to play the game you've prepared?
I'm not so invested in that. It's just something cobbled together using items I borrowed from Alice. She probably didn't even make them herself. The point is, I want to know everyone's thoughts after they receive their prizes. But as you've said, I can't just ask. I've been biting my lip for so long, and I've had no one to vent my frustrations on. I thought this was going to be a nice, straightforward festival where I'd get the chance to guide people to treasure.
Well, can I play? I can't guarantee that
You will?
I'd like to try.
Then what are we waiting for? Let the game begin!
It's like they forgot I was ever here.
Congratulations, Miss Columbina! With your great wisdom, you have overcome every obstacle in your path and conquered the great challenge posed to you by fate.
Fate?
Well, something to that effect. If you'd prefer something more poetic, it could be the icy winds, or you could even go with the challenge posed to you by Dodeko, if that's what you're into. Anyway, you can take or leave my suggestions. Moving. All my hopes are now resting on this.
Can I open it?
Stop teasing me. Please, I'm begging you. No more
Wow. What a lovely sculpture.
There we go. Music to my ear. You have my sincerest gratitude, Miss Columbina. Thank you for sharing your precious time with me and fulfilling my wish.
Don't mention it. You've all done much to help me. And still, I'm the one receiving all these gifts.
It'd be rude to just leave without saying anything. But at the same time, I don't want to barge into their lively conversation just to announce that I'm leaving. I guess I'll just... Huh? Albedo?
This sketch is for you, Grandmaster.
Oh, a gift for me. Thanks.
The North Wind left in the lurch.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess. Oh, you're the genuine article. Alice was right. This Moon Prayer Night was worth watching after all.
Another one that talks.
Greetings. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am the Hexen's Urkel member they call B. Barbeloth, Trismegistus.
Columbina Hyposelenia. Pleased to meet you too.
Hyposelenia. A fine name indeed. Now then, Miss Columbina, do you wish to hear a mage's divination?
Divination? The Frost Moon Scions used to ask me what would happen in the future. Is this like that?
From the perspective of the one seeking answers, perhaps. As you look to your journey ahead, if you seek to understand the unknown, resolve your doubts, and soothe the confusion in your heart, divination could be for you.
The unknowns on my journey.
Of course, if one wishes to peer into fate, then hydromancy is the more precise option. But that is a complex affair, and to relegate that majestic art to the status of a festive amusement would seem somewhat uncouth. Besides, it is sometimes better to not know fate with great certainty. Hence, I shall use the suitably festive Luna Arcana to tell your fortune instead. It is more popular with the youth in any case.
Lunar Arcana.
Indeed. Unlike hydromancy, this will only display possibilities and trends. People like to think of themselves as creatures of agency and free will. Peering too far and too clearly into the future is detrimental to both body and soul.
I'd like to give it a try.
Of course you may. Before we begin, are there any specific...
Let's stick to general possibilities and trends.
Ah, very well. Then I shall use the basic Lunar Arcana deck. Now, try to relax. Cast your mind upon the things you have experienced and the things you are soon to experience. I will shuffle the deck. Would you like to cut the cards yourself? No problem. Now then, to make things easier for the seeker, that is to say, you, I shall decipher the cards from your perspective. Please, draw the first Lunar Arcana. This represents destiny and is the foundation for the divination as a whole. Now, draw your second card. This will stand for the past, the sum of all your experiences that have come before. And now the third Arcana. This is the present, your interpretation of the current moment. Finally, the last card. This shall speak of the future, which... Oh.
Kuvaki pulp?
Fascinating. I've never encountered this before in my role as a diviner. Something has exerted an influence upon this card, causing it to leave its designated position. What do you make of this, Miss Columbina? Perhaps this is the guiding... Of course, if you wish, you can choose to deny the validity of this card.
No.
A bold decision. I must say I'm looking forward to the results. Well then, let us flip the Lunar Arcana in sequence.
Sure.
First, Destiny. No surprises here. The card that represents yours is the moon.
The moon.
Indeed. The moon can represent the truth at some times, but deception at others. False peace, destructive calamity, and the world-changing power that lies within. When the moon is placed on the destiny tile, it indicates that your destiny is not what it may appear on the surface. Instead, it may yet have a hidden side. It symbolizes a journey through the fog, fraught with uncertainty and deception. where one must face inner challenges head on.
I don't understand.
Patience, my dear. This is but the first card, which serves as a basis for the interpretations that follow. Our divination will only grow clear. Now then, flip the second card, the one that speaks for the past. The Hermit, but inverted.
Inverted?
Yes. The Hermit symbolizes solitude, introspection, and the pursuit of truth. When inverted, it represents isolation, truth out of reach, and a path that leads one astray. Combined with the moon as one's destiny, the Hermit inverted represents a choice you made to stand alone in the past. It was a choice made not out of fear or arrogance, but for reasons that others could not perceive. You fumbled through the darkness without a guide, but you did not find your way. Rather, you went astray. More than once, it would seem.
Is this about how I became Kutar despite not wishing to become a god? And how I joined the Fatui because I yearned for a place to belong?
I suspect only you know the answer. All is not lost. The past is in the past, and so it shall remain. Shall we look into the present now? Oh my. The Lovers. One of the most interesting Luna Arcana.
What does this one mean?
This means that you have had an unprecedented emotional experience. The joy of finding your soul becoming intertwined with that of another. A precious and wonderful thing indeed.
It's true. I've made a lot of friends recently, and they are very good to me. I like them a lot.
That sounds lovely. I am most delighted for you. The Lovers can also represent important decisions, perhaps related to a parting of ways. Now, if I were to get...
Yes. My return to the moon.
I understand. Parting with friends is never easy, Columbina, but rest assured, this is not the end of your journey. There is always another story waiting to be told. The future always lies ahead.
The future.
Well now, it's finally time to flip this most mysterious of cards. Why did it appear? And what does it wish to tell you?
I'm ready.
Very well. Flip this card and see what lies on the... Oh.
Miss Barbeloth? What is it?
This card is death.
That doesn't sound very...
It depends on how we interpret it. It is true that it can represent an agonizing death, a complete and utter end, but at the same time, it can also represent rebirth. Do not forget that your destiny card is the moon. That lends your future many different potential meanings.
If death spells the end, is it unavoidable?
As I have said, divination can only display general trends. It is a rough guide, but it does not show predetermined outcomes. Allow me to summarize it for you. In the past, you may have lost your way, but now you have gained new connections and new strength. You now face an important decision, one that may bring about a great change in what is yet to be. This change might, in turn, be the end of all things, or their beginning. But remember, everything is subject to change because of the moon present in your destiny. You must see the truth clearly and face your innermost thoughts.
PlayStation